Throughout history, some rulers are remembered as heroes and others as warnings. One of the most mysterious and feared figures of the ancient world is Nimrod, often linked to Babylon, power, rebellion, and what many call a curse. But who was Nimrod really? And why has his name survived for thousands of years as a symbol of tyranny? According to ancient texts, including the Bible, Nimrod lived shortly after the Great Flood. He is described as a mighty warrior and a powerful king, ruling over regions that included Babylon, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh in ancient Mesopotamia. But Nimrod's strength was not just physical, it was political and symbolic. He was one of the first rulers to unite people under a single authority, turning small communities into powerful cities. At a time when humanity was still rebuilding, Nimrod sought absolute control. Ancient traditions describe Nimrod as a ruler who demanded loyalty above all else. He did not want people to follow God or higher laws. He wanted them to follow him. This desire for dominance would shape his legacy forever. The most famous story connected to Nimrod is the Tower of Babel. According to legend, Nimrod ordered the construction of a massive tower that would reach the heavens. The tower was not just a building, it was a symbol of human pride and rebellion. Nimrod believed that by uniting humanity under one language and one ruler, he could challenge divine authority itself. But this ambition came at a cost. The story tells us that God punished this arrogance by confusing human language, causing people to no longer understand one another. As communication collapsed, society broke apart, and people scattered across the world. This moment is often described as the curse of Nimrod, the destruction of unity through pride. Beyond legend, historians believe Nimrod may represent early Mesopotamian kings who ruled with fear and force. Babylon, under such rulers, became a center of power, wealth, and control, but also cruelty. Ancient writings and later traditions portray Nimrod as ruthless, punishing anyone who opposed him. Some stories even claim he persecuted those who refused to worship him as a god. Over time, Nimrod's name stopped referring to just one man. It became a symbol, used to describe any ruler who uses power without morality. Even centuries later, Jewish, Christian, and Islamic traditions remembered Nimrod as a warning figure, a king who tried to rise too high, too fast, and paid the ultimate price. Whether Nimrod was a single historical king or a legend built from many rulers, his story carries a powerful message. Civilizations built on fear, pride, and oppression may rise quickly, but they do not last. The so-called curse of Nimrod is not magic or mystery. It is the inevitable fall that comes when power is placed above humanity. And that is why, thousands of years later, the name Nimrod still echoes through history, not as a hero, but as a warning.